You just clear the first step of solution challenge, that is imagining. Let your ideas and thoughts give you inspiration. All creativity comes from your imagination. You first imagine and then you create. With this saying that ideas can change the world, let's move ahead. But मैंने तो अपने बारे में बताया ही नहीं. Hey guys, I am Pratiksha Surve, Design Core at GDSC MESCOE, and I heartily welcome you all for today's info session of Google Solution Challenge. अभी हमने एक एक्टिविटी की थी जिसमें you all shared your ideas, your experiences, your imagination, and all these ideas led to great invention. And that's all, folks. Solution challenge अपना ही है. Jokes apart, but the Solution Challenge is an annual contest presented by Google that invites students to develop solutions for local community problems using one or more Google products or platforms. It invites university students around the world to join the competition with Google Developer Student Clubs. So, the 2022 Solution Challenge statement is to solve for one or more of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals using Google technology. There are 17 Sustainable United Nations Development Goals. मतलब 17. They are no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution, and lastly, partnership for the goals. Moving ahead to the timeline for this solution challenge. So, to participate in this challenge, your first step is to join any GDSC. In our case, it would be GDSC MESCOE. The link to join our chapter will be provided to you soon in chat box, and we are happy that you'll be joining us. Nextly, you have to form a team, max of 4 people, and fill the form. The form link will be made available to you soon by the brilliant GDSC MESCO team. Then, along with your team, you have to select one or more United Nations Sustainable Goals, identify the problem statement, think for the solution, and start working on it. After you are done building your solution, the next step is to record a demo video and submit it by 31st March 2022. Further results will be announced in the mid of April. Now, I'll hand over the session to Tanvi. Over to you, Tanvi.
Thank you, Pratiksha. Hey everyone, I'm Tanvi, Public Relations Core at our GDSC. All our big ideas require a big plan and lots of action. And also, they are nothing unless we get some traction. हाँ तो जज करना किसको नहीं पसंद? I mean in a sarcastic way. तो चलते हैं judging criteria पे. So these are the criteria to evaluate and score all the submissions. It has 60 points for impact and 40 points for technology. They will check how effectively our solution addresses any of the UN 17 Sustainable Development Goals along with other impact criteria. Coming to the technology criteria, points will be given based on the evaluation of technical components needed to solve the challenge along with other criteria. We have a small video of no Cadbury ad. It will give you an idea on how impact and technology works hand in hand. So watch it carefully, then I have some questions for you.
Big businesses and brands that suffered during the pandemic found their way back, but the smaller stores still suffer.
This lockdown has been a real tough phase of my life. I mean, I have seen bad days, but this was the worst.
Last year we helped small businesses through Diwali. So this year we decided to bring it back. Presenting not just a Cadbury ad. This Diwali, we helped hundreds of small businesses by making India's biggest brand ambassador be their brand ambassador.
इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाले फैशन नोवा एम्पोरियम से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना और फिर एम्पायर फुटवेयर नाम तो सुना होगा। अपना स्टाइलिश चश्मा बगल वाले हेवन आई ऑप्टिशियन से ही लेना। सिद्धि विनायक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से लेटेस्ट स्मार्टफोन खरीद कर धमाकेदार सेल्फी पोस्ट करना।
क्या कर रहे हो? मीठा लाए कि नहीं?
लाया हो ना यार, अपने पास वाले रोशन किराना से। आप भी अपना मीठा वहीं से लेना।
We used machine learning to recreate Shah Rukh Khan's face and voice to take the local store names in the ads.
इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास वाली चॉइस ऑफ फैशन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। पास वाले आजकल फैशन से ही, रॉयल फैशन से ही, एनके क्लॉथ्स से ही, पास वाली लक्ष्मी कलेक्शन से ही कपड़ों की शॉपिंग करना। इस दिवाली आप भी ना अपने पास।
Different versions of the same ad with local store names were targeted as per the PIN code of the viewer, showing them only the nearby stores. But it is impossible to cover all the stores. So we gave the power to the people to create their own version of not just a Cadbury ad. Any small business owner could promote their stores through their own social media networks like WhatsApp forwards and other social media pages.
हमारे आसपास की जो दुकानें हैं, उनकी दिवाली भी तो मीठी होनी चाहिए।
Cadbury celebrations, not just a Cadbury ad. Big business.
Whoa, it was such an amazing initiative. Pratiksha के language में, it was phantasmagorically, magically amazing. So moving further, I have some questions for you. First of all, tell me, was this video impactful? Yes or no? Drop into the chat box. Yeah, of course it was. Now tell me, what do you think? Out of those 17 sustainable goals, which goals were fulfilled through this initiative? All the goals are listed here. So from this, what do you think? Which goals were fulfilled through this initiative? You have to enlist the goals from the goals given on the slide. All right, perfect. Then, what do you think? Which technology was used here? Yeah, absolutely correct. Machine learning was used here. So I hope you got a rough idea about how the solution challenge is going to be judged. Next slide. So after you submit your solution in the mid of April, they'll announce the top 50 teams. These teams will receive customized mentorship for the next round along with goodies and certificates. Then out of them, top 10 finalists would be chosen. They will get additional mentorship. Then finally, the top three winners would be selected, and these people will receive a cash prize of $3,000. Matlab 22 lakh. Nice. And of course, they will get featured on Google Developers blog. Next slide. Well, आपके ये जो brilliant ideas है, उन्हें पंख भी तो देने हैं. So we have some self-paced courses for you to sharpen up your knowledge. All the links will be provided to you in the chat box and also on our WhatsApp group. Coming to the 2021 Solution Challenge winners. So the first winning idea was Dementi Care from Singapore. It has some features like sending urgent notices, SOS, and creating patient dashboard for dementia patients. Then, second winning idea was the Eye of God from our very own country, India. It was for helping visually impaired people. And the third winning idea was iRise from Philippines. You can check out this video on official channel of Google developers. So now, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask. You can simply put your doubts into the chat box or simply unmute yourself and speak up. All your doubts are welcome. Guys, put your doubts in the chat box or simply unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you what all things are we supposed to be adding in our video? Like in brief, can you tell us ki what all things should be there in a 4 minute video or whatever it is, time limit?
Okay, so we have Manav Mandal over here. He was the participant in the last year, so he will take your doubt.
Thank thank you, Tanvi. So, Manish, if the video part comes afterwards, but if you're planning, it should mostly include a small brief about whatever you've done. So what we did was we used screen share to record a web. We created a website and we screen shared and showed a website as well as we gave commentary to it. So it is not necessary that you have to bring Shah Rukh Khan into your video so that you get into top three. But a basic overview about your website, what all it does, what all sustainable goals it solves, should be included in your video.
Okay.
So I guess we have questions in the chat section. So we have a question from Karan. I'm new to technology, so should I participate? This is the only reason that you should participate. If you're new to technology, you can only learn it by doing it. And this is what better way than solution challenge. So if even if you're new to technology, you should start doing. We have Google has provided self-paced labs to get you started on your journey. And if it is not enough, you can always come back to GDSC MESCOE for help. We are always ready. So if don't worry, don't feel that I'm new to technology, so I won't be able to do anything. That is completely wrong. If you're new to technology, I 100% back you to take part in this. So the next question is from Nishita. How to form a team? Well, you can form a team with your peers. If you can also ask your friends who are not from your college but from a different college to take part. And if you're not able to find a team, I guess you can always ask on a Discord server or the WhatsApp group if you want to network and connect. So that is another option. I hope it answers your question, Nishita. Rushikesh has a question. It's the same question. Technical guidance will be provided. So don't worry if you're new to technology. You can go as far as cloud computing and come as basic as web development. We will provide you any and all guidance needed. Is there a limit? Prathamesh has asked, is there a limit to number of students in a team? Yes, the limit is 4 students. So you can form a team of up to 4 students, or 2 students will also do minimum, but you need a minimum of 2 and maximum of 4 students. So how long is the challenge? Ashutosh has asked, how long is this challenge? Tanvi, I think Pratiksha, will it be possible to go to the timeline part of the PPT? Yeah, so this will be the 2022 timeline. So basically the entire month of January will go up to, the step 9, I guess. So March 31st, all you have to do is learn and build, learn and build, learn and build. And in the end, you can record your video and submit it by March 31st, 2022. So you've got roughly 2 months, I would say. So gear up, guys. Even if you're new to technology, you can always start learning and start doing. Which technologies to use, sir? So Deepam has asked this question, and it is recommended that you use Google technologies. For example, you are building an app which solves any local problem. So the best way to go about it would be building an app in Flutter or building in Kotlin. We had Param, our Android facilitator, conduct a study jam on Android. So if you've attended that, well and good. If not, we have YouTube videos. So these are the Google technologies. If you're using machine learning, TensorFlow would be the best option for you. Cloud Kelly, you can always use GCP. There are web pathways, Firebase, etc., etc. You are allowed to use a different technology, but it is preferred to use Google technologies. So Prabhajana, I guess I'm pronouncing it right. So please, can you guide us in creating a team? Can you please send the WhatsApp group link? All right, so the team, GDSC team can drop the Discord server link as well as the WhatsApp group links in the chat section. So you can always network with anybody and everybody present there. So if you're falling short of a member or if you're just a single guy wanting to join a team, please put it in the groups so that you'll be able to connect and join the groups. Will it be an icebreaker for us to experience how the hackathon works? This is a very good question. It will be the best icebreaker, I would suggest, because it is a completely online event and you don't have to. Some of the hackathons are 36 hours where you have to be present in that particular location and complete. But this has been given a very long time period to complete your hackathon. So if you're new to hackathons and how it works, how it functions, this will be a very good chance for you to get started on your journey. So yes, it will be icebreaker. Pravajana, can you please send the, yes, we can send the WhatsApp group link. And Satnam has asked how many team members? 4 team members are required at the max. Minimum 2, maximum 4. Yeah. Apart from creating video, how can we choose something that will help the community? It again comes back to the basics of your ideation phase, your basic idea, how you develop it. So what I would suggest is, see, there are a lot of problems present. You only need to be able to solve one to be great. So that will be your motivation for this event. There are hundreds of problems, but you don't need to worry about all of them. You just need to focus on any one of them. It could be as small as helping someone in your neighborhood or as big as impacting an entire island or entire country. So the core of your entire project will be your idea and how you develop on it. So there are a lot of ways you can always go ask in your neighborhood, which I would recommend if you're wearing a mask. Go around, network with people, meet new people. I mean, online, obviously, so you don't have any risks. So there you can understand what problem each and everyone faces, and you can go about and identify a solution to it. So we have the WhatsApp group links in the chat section. Rushikesh has asked, before participating, is the list of ideas can be discussed with team for guidance? I'm sorry, Rushikesh, I'm not able to understand. Can you please reiterate it again before participating? Or Priyanka, is it possible to hand Rushikesh mic permissions?
Yeah, like I have given my permission to him.
Yeah, Rushikesh, please unmute and ask your question.
Yes, if I have a bunch of ideas, then which idea will work to the society?
That is your own personal choice. So if you've already found a team and you have a list of ideas, go ahead and discuss with your team members ki what percentage of population are you targeting? What sustainable goals are you targeting? Will it be a practical solution to implement? Will it be a lot to do? Or will it be a very small solution? So all these criteria come into mind in the ideation phase. How are we developing this project? So this you might be able to discuss it better with your team, because you have an idea and you'll be only thinking in a single direction, right? Your team members can offer additional directions, additional, variables that you take into account while finalizing on an idea.
Yeah.
So does this answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Great. KK has asked, do we have to make the project or just need to propose the idea in a basic way? You have to propose a basic prototype, working prototype, so that the judges will be able to look at the scope of your idea. So you have to prepare a basic, prototype, working prototype. This is my idea and this is how I'm planning to implement it. So this is you don't need to just send an idea. This is the idea. You have to prepare a basic prototype so that even the judges can understand yeah, he is able to implement, this group is able to implement it, and even the judges have the foresight to see how far in the future is this affecting. So you'll have to prepare a basic, not very advanced, but a basic prototype. Because if you're selected in the top 50, you will have mentors from Google who will guide you into how to take this to the next level. Devesh Singh has asked, what's the last date to fill the registration form? Tanvi, do you have this with you? The last date to fill the registration form? Don't worry, we'll share it in the WhatsApp group also, all the details regarding this. All right, so it is not present here, no worries. We will find it out and we'll share it in the chat now as well as in the WhatsApp group. I am sure that Devesh is in the WhatsApp group, right? If not, please join the WhatsApp groups and the Discord server. And also follow us on Instagram. So any more questions, guys?
Well, I hope all of your questions are answered. Is there any more questions? Okay. Maybe the sunset doesn't like orange. Maybe the sky doesn't like blue. Maybe they are just like you, doubtful of their potentials, unsure of their worth. But the world calls them beautiful, right? You are just as amazing as the sunset skies. So why do we even doubt our potential when we know that we are the most intelligent creature on the earth? When we know that we can think out of the box and make the world feel proud of us. In simple words, we can't wait to see what you think and we can't wait to see what you build. So if you haven't joined us yet, scan this QR code and join us on our community page and Discord server. In case of any help or doubt, feel free to ping us on Discord. We would always be available to help you out through the solution challenge. Also, if you want to participate and you do not have any team, DM us and we will find a team for you. Now I'll request everyone to switch on their cameras to take a picture. All right, thank you. And now you can switch off your camera. With the saying that ideas can change the world and solution can make our life easier, I will conclude the session here. Thank you for joining us today. Wishing you a best of luck and let's rock the solution.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.